Hello Internet, we're continuing on this EVGA with the fan related problem. If you remember, the issue was the fans were blowing at ridiculous speeds. Led me to believe we have a problem with the core. I don't remember exactly how this whole thing started, but the bottom line was, after rebolting the core, fans started working properly. They weren't spinning at 100% anymore, but the fan on the right, which is connected to the custom chip thanks to EVGA, was going nuts. And so I ended up ordering the chip from China, barely managed to find one, and it was expensive. It was almost 20 bucks. And it ended up being the wrong chip. It did not fit the pad. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to steal a PWM signal from the fan on the left and move it over to the fan on the right. We're going to be losing LEDs, obviously, but at the very least, we're going to have a full functionality of the fan. So first thing what I want to figure out is where the PWM signal is and where the tachometer pins are. So plug in the fan, see if we can figure this out. Move that over here. I think the first pin is PWM and the second one is a tachometer. So let's see if we can, let's adjust our sensitivity here a little bit. Maybe here, maybe here. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. All right, let's try again. No, further. Yep, that's a tachometer. Okay, so 5 milliseconds. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. So that's a tachometer, and the other one's going to be PWM. Right there, and we're just getting a flat line, and that explains why this fan is blowing at 100%. Now on this one here, see, we're getting a much better signal. That's what I want to see. I want to see that signal on this pin. I'm not going to worry about the tachometer because it's not going to be registering by the chip. That does not exist. So how do we go about doing this? Is we need to disconnect the existing PWM from that one pin. If I could get a little bit closer to this, right there. So usually they go through a resistor, transistor, whatever, and so it's going to be this one here, this pin, the first pin. So we can simply cut the trace, or we can remove this and this resistor since they appear to be in line. So let's go ahead and do that. Remove that stuff out of the way. Put some good old black quartz flux that does not want to come out. Come out. There we go. There it is. All right, let's get rid of this resistor. Whatever this resistor is, I don't really care. It's tight to the to that pin. Whatever's connected to that pin, we need to disconnect, and we're gonna need to make sure that there's nothing connected to that pin on the back of the board. We can do this very easily simply by probing the contact with a multimeter in a diode mode, or we can read the resistance. So let's see, here is the multimeter in the diode mode. So we're going to put the negative on the ground. Sometimes you have to flip the probes, so we're going to do a negative on the ground, and then we're going to put the positive here, no reading. Then we're going to flip the probe, positive on the ground, negative on the pin, nothing. If you're extra paranoid, just check for resistance. You should be getting open line. All right, so we've effectively disconnected that, and all we need to do is to run a wire. We're gonna run a wire from here. We have a pad conveniently placed for us, and we're just gonna connect it to here. And that will be it. Should be as simple as that. Go and prepare the wire. A little bit of solder there. All right, here is our wire. Bit of a thick wire, I must say. Well, whatever, should work just fine. Let's solder that wire over here, like that. And take the other end of that wire over here. Right there, we're gonna solder it to that pin or pad. There we go. There we go. Looks like we have a little bit of solder on that pin. And that's it. That should make the fan work just the way it should be. Move these wires out of the way, maybe so that they're not getting where we don't want them to go. Clean up, assemble, and that's really all there is left for me to do in here. Too bad I did not get the right chip that I wanted, so this is the only way we're going to be fixing this. If this is a normal chip from EVGA, there will be no issues getting it to work, but because it isn't, so here we are dealing with this nonsense. So here we go. Let's see what that fan is doing now, and the fan is doing absolutely nothing. Why is that? Oh, because the power is not connected. Let's connect the power, flip the switch, and the fan is going, it's not going fast. It's going about, 40% or whatever, and it's gonna go just as fast on this pin here. Yep, and exactly the same on the first one. So we're done here. Assemble test. Hopefully this was educating. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time fixing something else. Yeah, that's what we'll do here. Goodbye.